What's up, gamers? Welcome back to Legit 5 Picks, where we bring you the latest and greatest in gaming gear and tech reviews. If you're serious about your gaming, you know that having the right keyboard can make all the difference between victory and defeat. That's why today, we're diving into the top 5 best gaming keyboard of 2024. For more information and update pricing, check the links in the description below. Like the video, comment, and don't forget to subscribe for the latest updates. Let's get started. Number 5, Cooler Master MK770. The Cooler Master MK770 is one of the best mechanical keyboards I've tested. That's saying a lot since I tend to favor keyboards with a smaller 75% design. While the 770 Malawian Kwachas has a number pad I'll never use, that personal gripe gets negated by the exceptional typing experience this peripheral offers. What's great about the 770 Malawian Kwachas? It's the double whammy of its gasket-mounted design and Box V2 switches. The former helps reduce noise and vibrations while the latter delivers satisfying and comfortable keystrokes. You get a great product out of the box, but if you want to swap out the keycaps or key switches, the hot swappable design allows you to mod this board as you see fit. You also get several connectivity options and customizable RGB lighting for good measure. Speaking of colors, there's a Mac Aaron color option that really makes this board stand out. Thanks to the green, pink, and yellow pastels, the 770 Malawian Kwachas appears like it came right out of a candy store. The fact I'm praising the color scheme is notable since I typically prefer black or gray electronics and peripherals. But I can't deny the Mac Aaron color is eye-catching. If this hue isn't to your liking, you can opt for the more standard space gray option. Number 4, Corsair K70 RGB Pro. The Corsair K70 RGB Pro is a full-size, wired keyboard designed for gaming use. It's part of Corsair's K70 lineup, and it has a few differences from previous models. Notably, you can set the polling rate to a maximum of 8,000 Hz using the ICUE companion software. This feature improves the keyboard's latency, however, it's only suitable for high-end systems, and the impact is minimal, so you might not notice it. It has double-shot PBT keycaps, so the legends won't fade no matter how frequently you game. It also has a tournament switch on the top, eliminating distractions while gaming by disabling macros and setting the RGB backlighting to a single, static color. The linear Cherry MX Red switches on the unit tested offer a light and responsive typing experience without tactile feedback. However, you can purchase this keyboard in a variety of Cherry MX switch types to get the feeling you prefer. Unfortunately, it lacks the USB pass-through feature found on some other K70 models. The Corsair K70 RGB Pro is an outstanding keyboard for gaming. Its latency is incredibly low, so it's well suited for competitive games. The pre-travel distance on the linear Cherry MX switches is also low, so key presses feel light and responsive. It feels very well built and solid, and it has individually lit keys, meaning you can see your keys in the dark. It has a tournament switch at the top, disabling macros and setting the RGB backlighting to a single, static color to reduce distractions. You can set its polling rate to a maximum of 8,000 Hz, but this feature is only well suited for high-end systems with lots of processing power. Unfortunately, it's a large keyboard, so it takes up a lot of desk space, especially with the wrist rest attached. Number 3, Razer ProType Ultra. The Razer ProType Ultra is a straight, wireless keyboard designed for office use. It's Razer's second productivity keyboard, and it looks nearly identical to the Razer ProType, except the Ultra comes with a wrist rest and different switches. You can pair it with up to 3 Bluetooth devices or one device via its USB receiver. It uses a Razer productivity dongle, meaning you can use the same receiver to connect other devices that use the same receiver as well, like the Razer Pro Click Mini. It uses linear Razer yellow switches, which feel very light and are quiet compared to other mechanical switches, but there's no tactile feedback, which may bother some people. The Razer ProType Ultra is great for office use. It's comfortable to type on for a long time, thanks to its wrist rest and 2 incline settings, so you can adjust it in whatever way feels best. You can pair it with up to 3 Bluetooth devices or one device via the receiver. The linear Razer yellow switches feel light to type on, and they're quiet. However, there's no tactile feedback when you actuate a key, which some people may not like. Number 2. SteelSeries Apex 5. The SteelSeries Apex 5 is a feature-rich keyboard with proprietary hybrid mechanical switches. These switches have a short pre-travel distance and light operating force, and they provide satisfying tactile and audio feedback, similar to Cherry MX Blues. However, despite having responsive switches, its latency is quite high for a wired keyboard and might be a deal-breaker for serious gamers looking for the lowest input lag. Like other keyboards of the same lineup, it has an OLED screen that you can customize to show almost anything you want, and its software is intuitive and user-friendly. Every key is macro-programmable, and there's full RGB backlighting for those who like to game in the dark. The SteelSeries Apex 5 is an outstanding gaming keyboard. However, even though the hybrid switches have a short pre-travel distance and light operating force, the latency is quite high for a wired keyboard, which might be a deal-breaker for some gamers. Every key is programmable, but the absence of dedicated macro keys may be disappointing for some MMO players. On the plus side, it has excellent build quality, and its RGB backlighting is great for gaming in the dark. Number 1. Razer Blackwidow V4 Pro. The Razer Blackwidow V4 Pro is a mechanical gaming keyboard that continues Razer's Blackwidow lineup and is available with either linear or clicky switches. New features introduced with this entry include sound-dampening foam layers, pre-lubed stabilizers, dedicated macro keys on the left side of the keyboard, and a maximum polling rate of 8,000 Hz. This keyboard also has a rotary knob and a multifunction roller, both of which you can use to adjust volume, scroll through media, or adjust backlighting brightness and other keyboard settings. You can change the behavior of these controls and a wide range of other settings using the customization software. The Razer Blackwidow V4 Pro is an excellent gaming keyboard. It has exceptionally low latency, and the clicky green switches have very low pre-travel and feel relatively light to press, making them very responsive. Unfortunately, these switches are somewhat inconsistent in how they sound and feel, but there's also a linear yellow switch type available that we don't expect to exhibit this inconsistency. That said, the build quality is good overall. There are also many extra features, including a USB pass-through and 8 dedicated macro keys that you can customize directly on the keyboard or within the customization software. Thanks for watching our breakdown of the top 5 best gaming keyboards of 2024. Which one of these keyboards would you pick for your setup? Let us know in the comments below. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more gaming tech reviews and recommendations. Stay tuned for our next video, and until then, game on!